Kyuss shows were quite notorious for being an unpredictable event in the early days. So if somebody got hit by a beer cup, you would jump off stage and got into a fight with the guy, which would lead to a show cancellation. So I'm just curious, if somebody disrupts a Kyuss show nowadays, does he need a mouth guard?
No, I think that's I think that concept, as far as Kyuss, is maybe a bit exaggerated. There was a moment when we were younger, before people even really knew we were a band, when we would leave the desert and go perform in Los Angeles, and you know, we just were feisty, and we were young again, and we were pissed off, and we had chips on our shoulders, and you know,
hair bands and stuff like that.
yeah, and LA was in a weird place at that time. There was a lot of bad attitudes in the club scene, guys who were, you know, looked like chicks and their band didn't make it, and so they had attitudes, you know, and we came from a place where you didn't take shit from people. You know, that I don't know that, you know, I think we grew out of that as fast as we got into it, you know, and nowadays, I mean, we don't condone or want to be part of anything that's violent, as far as we want everyone to come and rock as hard as they can, but have a good time. And
We keep our eyes open, and when beers come, we like it.
I got this.
I got doused at a Motorhead show once. It was great. I was like, that reminds me, I gotta keep my eyes open. My whole beer's like, just doused me. Like, you're not. We want Motorhead up on stage, man. What are you doing up there? It was great. It was great. I was just like, woke me up. It was good.
I read the following quote about Kyuss in a Kerrang magazine, and it goes, if originality was related to penis size, these guys would be constantly falling over the dicks.
Who the fuck heard that?
And I'm curious, anybody not
Brits really have a way with words, huh?
That's like...
So anybody not stumbling?
That's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
That's like that Spinal Tap.
That is fucking
They can't put
For that
that in
review,
there.
it was just merely 2 words for shark sandwich. Shit sandwich. That's
can't
funny
put that,
shit.
really?
That's funny stuff.
What's the most retarded thing you read about Kyuss?
There's, I think that we were a hair band from LA. I think that was back in the day where I read something like that where I was like,
Metal from LA.
yeah.
Kyuss was well known for not giving a shit about media games and label dictates. And nowadays, I heard about a lot of bands who let the record label regulate the set list. So I'm curious, what's your opinion on that? And concerning your art, is there any compromise you can think of which is arguable at all?
Well, we could start out by saying we don't even have a record label. So the only people that decide what we're going to play are us. Artistic integrity and artistic freedom is the cornerstone of what we do. Always has been, always will be. That's just why and how it works. There's no room for people to come in.
I think Kyuss is pretty strict about that, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody in the band is pretty strict about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not letting somebody, like artist development or whatever, a lot of these bands get, like, we need to style you and dress you and, you know, all that kind of crap. And that's just not us.
That's great. Obviously, you can experience magically good times when you're listening to music being stoned, but what's it like on the opposite side? Are you concerned about delivering a tight show?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. People work hard, and they work hard for their money, and they want to spend their money and get the most for their buck, regardless of what it is. And we want to make sure that they get get their money's worth and they show up at the show. You know? And as for us, as far as just as a band, we want to come off the stage knowing we did the best we could as well in that. So, I mean, you know, we're not here to waste people's time, and we don't want to waste their time either.
We can play, yeah.
So it's very professional.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I think it's professional. You know, I mean, back when we were younger, we might not have thought it was cool to say that. We were pretty loose and we were scrappers, but you know, we love what we do, and we're very lucky to do it. You know, so I take that serious.
Yeah. Since you have already played a couple of shows together, did you get excited about going to the studio and jam together on new material?
Yeah, I can say we're excited to just as exciting as playing these shows. You know, it's the studio and live is both equally pretty exciting. You know, to be able to play with people that you feel comfortable playing with, and in music that you love, and with songwriters that you admire, and luckily it's all the above for me. So it's very, very exciting. Yeah. Very much so.